Good morning and welcome back to my channel and my Slimming World journey. How are you all doing? I've had quite a busy week and a funny week where things have happened, and I'll get onto all that later. My vlog is up a bit late this week because of family crisis, but let's get on. I'll tell you my results first and then I'll explain afterwards. So this week I lost 3.5 pounds. So that takes me to a total loss of 7 stone 9.5, and I'm in a new number, so I now weigh 18 stone 12. So that's absolutely fantastic. Just more and more great progress. 7.5 stone. It's just amazing once again, and I have already posted pictures on my social media, some of you may already know, but that means I got my lovely 7.5 stone certificate and Slimmer of the Week. So I got a few bits of fruit and some passata from the Slimmer of the Week basket, which will come in handy because I'm going to have some meatballs. I think I'll have it with like a passata sauce. Maybe add a few things to try and make it a bit like a barbecue sauce with meatballs. That's really nice. So that means I've lost 107.5 pounds. So those numbers are just mounting up. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I've got the new magazine to read when I have 5 minutes. Not had 5 minutes lately, so I'll try and have a read through that and make some new recipes. Looks like there's some really good stuff in there as usual. So get hold of that if you can. Don't forget, it's always cheaper to buy it at Group than it is in the supermarket. Right, so turning to what's happened this week. I got a phone call on Thursday, to say my dad was in hospital. He'd fallen over in the park. He was walking his friend's dog. He'd fallen over once or twice due to dizzy spells, and he was admitted to hospital with a suspected stroke. So right, we thought, me and my sister, we thought, right, we need to go and see him. So we decided we'd go and see him on the Saturday. But then later on in the day, while we were still trying to get updates about my dad, we found out that my mum, they are divorced, they live separately, but my mum had fallen over and broken her tibia, which is one of the bones in your shin. She had slipped over in the garden and broken her tibia. So they're both ill at the same time. So on Thursday she had a non-weight bearing cast on, so she was completely immobile. And so she had to have a social worker, carers, all her friends had to come round and help her in an emergency, and she had to sleep in a chair downstairs. So come Saturday, we then had to make a mercy dash to see both my mum and my dad. My mum at home and my dad in the hospital. And that's why my vlog is up late and why I've had a bit of a stressful day. But thankfully they're both absolutely fine. My dad's got a little bit of a droop to his face and he's got a little bit of a shake in his hand. But he's still self-caring in the hospital. He's still walking around, he's still washing himself, he's still eating. They're waiting on the results of a brain scan, and he still wanted to go to church on Sunday, so they're going to have to make a special effort to get him to the hospital chapel this morning, bless him. So he's absolutely fine and he'll be discharged on Tuesday, and they will send occupational therapy and physiotherapy to his flat to help see what he needs to help him out, but he can still look after himself, so that's wonderful, and we'll obviously keep in touch with him and So that's Brian, if anybody wants to keep Brian in their thoughts. And then my mum, Margaret, she went back to hospital on Friday and got a weight-bearing cast on. So she's now able to get up the stairs to bed and to the toilet and to make herself snacks and things. But she's just confined to the house to a certain degree. She can't go out and about as much as she's normally used to. So that's a bit of a relief that she can still look after herself to a certain extent. But over the next few weekends, I'll probably be going down to see her on the Saturday or the Sunday, just to give her a bit of company, take her a few things like jigsaws and things to help keep her occupied. So the vlogs might be a little bit all over the place. They might come from mum's, or they might come a day late or a day early. So excuse me if that happens, but obviously my family comes first. But what I do want to say is I am keeping to plan. Neither of them, as I said before about Nana and about my mum and dad, my mum's name is Margaret, I'm not sure if I've said that anyway, neither of them would want me to be off plan. And so they're both encouraging me. I'll do as much prep as I can do. For example, when I knew I was going to spend the day with mum and dad on Saturday. So Friday night I made my Erin rice with veg and chicken for dinner. I took loads of fruit because I had the fruit from some of the week basket. I took Aunt Bessie's sweet potato jacket. I'd already pre-cooked it with beans and cheese and more veg and bean sprouts. My mum had found some balsamic vinegar on offer, so that was a week before she fell down, so she'd already bought some balsamic vinegar for me because she thought it would be useful to have in the house. She already had Frylight, so she's slowly getting converted to a Slimming World house, is my mum. Yeah, I did lots of prep on Friday night so that I could be on plan on Saturday, and if I go down again, which I probably will do, I'll do the same again. But my mum wants to keep active. She wants to be doing her own thing. She's very independent, so I think she wants to do as much as she can for herself while still resting up. But she's usually very active, so I think by the end of this week she'll be ready for more company at the weekend. But she's also got lots of friends about in her local area, so they'll help look after her this week. So that's Brian and Margaret for you, both managing to be poorly at the same time. But we'll keep them in our thoughts, and hopefully they'll both be well soon. So just a couple of things to share with you that I've been enjoying this week. I'm sure you'll all have seen Aero mousses, Rolo mousses and Milky Way mousses between 4 and 4.5 sins, and this is 4.5 sins. This is a Cadbury Bubbles of Joy. I didn't keep the outer packet, but it's this colour and it says Cadbury Bubbles of Joy chocolate mousse. You can see it says Cadbury's on the outside there, and this is 4.5 sins, and if you put them in the freezer for about an hour, they taste just like ice cream for 4 to 4.5 sins. And I think, although ice cream is probably about that sins, these are a lot safer to protect your weight loss because it's an individual packet and it tastes just as good. And if you can add some speedy fruit to it, then it will be even better for you. But if you do fancy just a lovely sweet treat, then putting this in the freezer about an hour, I wouldn't leave it any longer, is just right. So that's one little thing. And the other thing I've been loving is grape nuts. You can have 40 grams for your Healthy Extra B, or I believe it's 7.5 sins. Just check that on the app, but I always use them for my Healthy Extra B. So grape nuts, I'll show you what they're like. They're sort of like little bits. Can you see that? Excuse me. little crumbly bits, and what I think they taste like are bran flakes, sort of crumbled up. They're not sweet and they can be quite crunchy, but if you fancy a bit of crunch in your breakfast or your snack or whatever, then it's a really good healthy extra B option. How I've been making them is I layer the 40 grams at the bottom of my overnight oats tub, you know, the Kilner jars. Then I measure out some quark. I usually use about the same as a Muller Light yoghurt, so about 125ml. And I stir in 2 teaspoons of Choc Shot or fruit syrup, the Sweet Freedom fruit syrup. With the Choc Shot I also added a bit of sweetener just to make it a bit sweeter. Pile that on top of the grape nuts, and then, so that would be for 2 teaspoons of Choc Shot or fruit syrup, that would be 1 sin. And then for my speed, I add on the top this strawberry and banana smoothie mix from Waitrose. So this is in the freezer, or you can just use your own frozen fruit or whatever frozen fruit. I think there's some breakfast toppers and things like that, but I like this one because obviously you get your strawberries, and I can make strawberry chocolate cheesecake. So I'll put a photograph of a couple of my meals and the grape nut breakfast that I make, and hope that you try that and let me know if you do and what you think to it. So finally, as you might have noticed, I reached over 900 subscribers, and actually we're heading towards 1,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. But my 900 subscriber giveaway, I did get hold of 2 more packets of the salted caramel hi-fi bars, so I have these to give away to 2 lucky people. And this is to say thank you to all my subscribers for supporting me on my journey. I say it every week, I couldn't do it without you. You're the ones keeping me on plan. When it got to Friday night and I was thinking I've got this difficult day ahead and I don't know quite what's going to happen with my mum and dad, I thought I need to stay on plan because I need to be accountable to my YouTube followers, and I need to stick to my journey for me as well, because there's no point eating over something like that because you're only sabotaging yourself at the end of the day. And it took me half an hour to prep a few things, and I was able to stay on plan, and everybody just thinks that's great, and I think that's great that I'm able to do that. So if you can do that, then it'll make a difference and you can be proud of yourself. Right, anyway, I'll stop talking now and do the draw. So I've just got the comment picker. These days I haven't got time to do randomisers or picking names out of a hat. It's just comment pickers. So I've got the video, last week's video, Slimming World Vlog 28, another giveaway. So anybody who commented on that vlog and is a subscriber is eligible to win a box of hi-fis, and we've got 2 boxes to give away. So let's pick the first name. It's Jane Day. Now I know Jane's already won Isa's giveaway, or Isa's giveaway, so well done, Jane. I think I already have your address somewhere, but I'll just check, and if I haven't I'll let you know. But well done, Jane. I shall send my first box of hi-fi. Let's see who the second person is. The second person is Janice Reynolds. So well done, Jane and Janice. Janice, if you can send me your address to the email address below in the comment box, then I will get those posted off to you. As I say, Jane, I think I've already got your address, but if I haven't, I'll let you know. So well done to you too, and thank you all again for watching. Keep watching, because if I reach over 1,000 subscribers, there will be another giveaway. to say a massive thank you to my subscribers. Any questions, then put them in the comments below. Please like, comment and subscribe. I love you all. Thank you so much for all your support, all your lovely comments. Thank you for subscribing. Follow me on Facebook on Debbie on Slimming World. Follow me on Instagram on @EODebbie. And I will see you next time.